This is my kitty. Oh, I know. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? What? What? So I thought I would sit down and film this because not only is Valentine's Day coming up, but I love drugstore stuff and I love finding a look I can create with my favorite products from the drugstore. So I thought I would just share them with everybody. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you want to see how I get this makeup look, then just keep watching. So I'm going to take my hair tie and just pull back my hair so it's not in my face. Just gonna throw it in whatever this is. Say hi everybody. My name's Manny. Oh, I know. So I'm going to start off with the Maybelline Master Conceal. This is in the shade Fair Claire. And then I'm just going to use this for my eye primer today. So I'm just putting about that much on my hand. Don't mind my swatches. I went to Ulta before this. Anyways, I'm just going to take any brush. This is just a brush I use for concealer sometimes. And put this on my eyes. I'm not only priming, I'm also canceling all the discolorations and the veins that I have on my eyelids, so that way our eyeshadow is more pigmented and you don't see all of my discoloration. I lied, I'm going to use a little bit more. And I really want to focus this also in the inner parts of my eye where it's really dark and blue, because when I go in later with my foundation, my concealer, my eyeshadow is going to be done, and I don't want to mess it up in the middle right there. The end of my sponge, and just kind of blend it into my skin a little bit more. And then I'm going to go in with any powder. You can go in with a loose powder, this is a powder foundation, or you can even go in with like a powder from a contour kit. I think I'm going to just go in with this powder foundation. This is the NYX matte but not flat powder foundation. It looks like this. And the only reason I'm using a powder foundation is because I wanted to add a little bit more coverage to my eyelids, so that when we go in with our eyeshadows, like I said before, it's going to be more vibrant and you're not going to see that discoloration. So I'm going to take my crusty, I'm just kidding, well-loved Maybelline The Nudes palette. I can't remember how much these are, but I think they have 3, maybe even 4 palettes. I know they have the blush nudes, the rocking nudes, and then this one, and then I think they have another one, but I'm still not entirely sure. Mine is kind of beat up, as you can see, but it is a great eyeshadow palette for if you want something not expensive, something to start off with, something to just getting into eyeshadow. I recommend it. I'm going to grab some tape. And okay, so I'm just going to dip into this color right here, and then kind of like, for me it's a little bit difficult because like I said, I have hooded eyes, so just go with the flow of your natural eye shape and that'll look best. So I'm going to reach into my Morphe 35O palette. And this is a very affordable palette. You obviously can't find it at the drugstore, but it's still affordable. You get all of these shades of colors for a really great price. I can't remember how much it was, but it's still very affordable. I'm going to put this on the corners of my eye. Dip into this color right here. I'm going to pick up this shade down here. It's a little bit more an orangey brown. This like red brick color, and mix it with this, like, be careful though because it's going to be very pigmented. So now I'm going to use the same brush and pick up this dark gray right here. So doing the same technique as before, just placing it really nice and tight against the tape. So now I'm going to take the black, which is just the darkest shade in this palette, on my brush, and then I think I'm actually going to clean it up a little bit in the inner corner. So I'm just going to take like a little bit of this concealer and squeeze a tiny bit out. And then you want to take like a small brush like this. I'm going to slowly start filling it in. Here's the difference between the two. Here's the one I carved, here's the one I didn't carve. I'm going to mix this color and this color. Anyway, so I'm going to go in with the NYX Matte liquid liner. Okay, so now that I have my eyes done, I'm going to quickly apply these lashes off camera because I know they're going to give me a hard time. What lashes don't? So I'm going to start off by priming the skin. The NYX Angel Veil, and then I'm just going to put some on my finger and press it into the skin. I go in with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless in the shade 112 Natural Ivory. So I have this NYX Dark Circle Corrector. It is like a peachy kind of concealer. I'm going to go in with this brush, swirl it around there, and then put it underneath my eye to get rid of the dark circles. And then just take a little bit in here to really... And I'm going to go in with the same concealer I have been using. Just to add some extra coverage underneath my eye. And then just a little to even out. I recently fell in love with this NYX Cream Contour Palette. They also have a cream blush, which I will probably be using today. I'm not sure. But I go in with a duo. This is the Morphe M404. This is a duo fiber brush. I pick up this shade right here. I just swirl it in there just a little bit. And then I take it and like make this face like, and then put it where I need to contour. This is the cream blush palette. It is really pretty. This is the M406. And I'm going to take this shade and mix it with this one. Just going to do a little. I'm going to go back in with the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. Just to set all the like actual foundation. And I think I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques multitask brush. I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild, the contour palette. This is in Dulce de Leche? Whatever. I don't know. It's the lighter one of the two. They have two. This is a brand new one. I have an old one, and I hit pan already, and this whole side fell out. Big, like, huge brush. It's like this, but it's like skinny. And I'm going to dip into, just kind of like tap into that, and then go over that cream contour. And it'll just give a little bit more of a structure. And then of course go down the nose. I'm gonna go in really quick and do my brows. This is the NYX Micro. The NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. So I just went ahead and did my brows really quick. Now I'm going to go in and just add a couple of colors on my lower lash line. I'm going to go in with that thicker pencil brush, and I'm going to mix these two shades right here and just run them under my lash line. And then I'm going to just put some mascara on my lower lash line. I'm going to highlight with the Wet n Wild highlighting powder. It looks like this. My Morphe M501, and do like a little spritz. And we're going to highlight to the gods. Just a little on my nose. And then my Cupid's bow. The NYX matte lip liner in the shade Kitten Heels. And then I'm going to go in with the Sephora Rogue Velvet Cream Lip Stain. This is in shade 01. I picked this because not only is it a very affordable liquid lipstick, but because I couldn't find a true red like this in a form of a really matte liquid lipstick from the drugstore. And it's not over drying either. The last and final step is I'm going to take my NYX setting spray and spray my face. So once you finish with your setting spray, then this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It's really important to remember that makeup isn't about being perfect. It's about doing whatever you feel comfortable wearing. Don't discourage yourself just because you feel like you can't do it. Like, practice makes perfect. And yeah, so until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.